Hello, Earth2 friends and family. We have just a quick message tonight about being safe with your Essence token. There is a scam going on. Several members of the community are reporting receiving an email from the team about an airdropped Essence token. And we're pretty sure it's multiple emails. We're going to talk about this, and we're also going to talk about a buying opportunity for Essence that has presented itself within the last 24 hours. This is Earth2 In The Know, and let's get into it. So if you're not an active Discord user or you don't like the platform X, you may have missed the news surfacing about many users who are getting an email claiming there's an airdrop for Essence. Just to be clear, this is a total attempt at someone to try to steal your tokens. We literally just talked about this in a recent video about how you should never interact with any airdrops that you do not recognize. Now, if you were like me as a child, then you took your toys apart to find out how they worked. So real quick, we're going to break this scam down so you can be as knowledgeable as possible on the subject. Since there are a lot of users who are new to crypto in the Earth2 community, we're going to start with the basics, and we're going to ask, what are airdrop scams in crypto? And we're also going to give you that answer. So the quick and easy answer is that airdrop scams, well, they're basically like fake giveaways. So the longer and more detailed answer is going to be that scammers carefully create them to take advantage of the excitement around new DeFi projects and protocols. Typically, you will find them in a lot of projects that are taking off, that are quote-unquote mooning, and they work on that FOMO index, so they want to get you because they know you're trying to get in there quick. These scams, they often go after new crypto investors that, with the temptation of free tokens. You know, who doesn't like free money, right? But all they're really trying to do is get into their Web3 wallets. So exactly how do airdrop scams work? Well, let's talk about it. So airdrop scams, well, they typically and usually they follow a similar pattern. Scammers will make a fake airdrop website that resembles a real project's website or their social media account. So as you can see in the images that we provided for you, they've got the Earth2 twin globe logo. I mean, it looks pretty official. There's some color issues there that kind of give it away, but you know, the layman probably wouldn't notice the difference if they weren't knowledgeable enough to avoid these types of things. So here's where it gets a little tricky. They advertise these fake airdrops on social media. They often use fake profiles or pretend to be well-known people in the crypto world. You know, your typical influencer. I see it all the time. They'll have like a 6 or something after the end of their name. So there's a slight distinction, but typically, you know, they try to make it look as dead-on as possible as to the person that you're probably following. So this is what we're trying to avoid, because people who don't know any better, they're excited to claim the promised free tokens. They connect their wallets, and the website's fake. Typically what happens is the fake airdrop site is going to ask the user to either enter its private keys, its seed phrase, or they're going to ask for you to approve unlimited token access permissions. Don't do any of that stuff. There is no reason ever that you would have to put your keys into a website. Never. I mean, you've got wallets that you will enter your keys into, you know, to have them access the data transfers on the blockchain. But you won't need to ever put it into a site that says, hey, we're going to give you X amount of tokens. All we need you to do is enter in your seed phrase. Total scam. Because what happens is once users connect their wallets or they give sensitive information, the scammer can then enter their account and drain their funds. And it happens pretty quick. And then it's like you're sitting there like the old Monopoly guy with your pockets out, getting ready to be taken off to jail. We talked about this already, but sometimes investors might find new tokens of unknown origin in their wallets. When they try to discover where those tokens came from using blockchain explorers, they might see error messages that send them to a fake website where they can quote-unquote claim the tokens. This is simply just another trick that the scammer is going to use to try to get you to connect your wallet to a dangerous site. Don't do it. Don't do it! So now that you know what to look for and you know what to avoid, when it comes to phishing attacks, you can be more prepared and you'll have a better chance at avoiding them. Just remember, don't ever give anybody your keys, ever. The absolute last thing we want for anybody in our community is to fall victim to any of these malicious acts. Now, we did mention a buying opportunity, so we're going to get into some other news real quick. So we did see some major sell-off action over the last 24 hours. It took the price back down 2 cents to around 11.45 or 0.1145 at the time of production. Well, we know this may be bad news to some, but while some in the community may prefer to see these players hold to build the value of the token, we have to look for the silver lining. Here at the channel, we did see this as a buying opportunity, and we did increase our position. Period. Now, that's what we did. We're not telling anybody to do that. We're not giving anybody any advice. We're just reporting what's happening. But listen, we're going to get into that and more with the midweek market update on Wednesday, so look for that. Tonight's video was simply just a warning and a shout out for a decent buying opportunity if you were looking to increase your position, that is. It is important for us to reiterate the fact that the team constantly has a bot that spams the chat in the Discord, that they will never, ever, ever do airdrops, and that anything comes through is more than likely going to be a scam. And if you don't hear Shane directly say that, they've changed their policy on that, that is going to be the law. Please be careful out there, as we do not want to see anyone lose the value that they've worked so hard to achieve over the last few years. As always, we want to thank all of our regular viewers. Thanks, you guys are absolutely the best. We also want to welcome anyone who may be new to the channel, and we're going to offer you a chance to subscribe. Check it out. So we at the channel, we do near daily updates, and we do weekly giveaways. But that's not even the good stuff. The good stuff is that everybody in the community is pretty cool, and you might even make some new friends. However, at the moment, it is time for us to say goodbye for now, but as you know, not forever. As always, we cannot wait to see you in the Earth2 metaverse. Hopefully smarter about your online security and helping others who may need that advice.